YouTube, what's going on? What time is it? It's just before 7 a.m. I just finished a relatively deep meditation session, and I 100% recommendation. So this video is 100% recommend meditation. So this video is on basically when you sleep, where do you go? When you sleep and you drift out of consciousness, you go somewhere. Not your physical body, your spiritual body goes somewhere. And that's why a lot of people, especially the more spiritual you are, the more you're going to remember your dreams. The less worldly you are in general, you're going to be remembering your dreams. The more intuitive and the more you can tap into that feeling element of things, the more dreams you're going to have. So you have to ask yourself, your body goes to sleep, your physical body rests, but your spirit goes somewhere else. You are somewhere else effectively. And as I was lying down meditating, I realized that we get so caught up in the humdrum of existence, completing tasks, doing this, doing that, do, that we always just forget to be. So for most people, I'd say for 90% of people, they're always doing something. And a lot of the time, when they're doing nothing, or when they should be doing nothing, they're using the cellular device, or they're using technology to feed them nonsense, effectively. So this is why I recommend meditation as a spiritual practice, because a lot of the time as well, I'm even victim of this, because I'm texting people, because I'm so busy during the day, I'm texting people, just as I'm right about to go to sleep, might end up watching a few videos. It's so damaging. And that's why, even if you do those things, meditation can help you a lot. And meditation is essentially sitting down and doing nothing, whether with your eyes open, but with your eyes open, it could lead to a lot of distraction. So I recommend your eyes closed. There are some spiritual teachers that will teach have your eyes slightly dimmed, like half open, half closed. I've tried that, I do that sometimes, but I prefer to have my eyes closed, because when your eyes are closed, you can go anywhere. Like, you can do anything, and you can test your perception of your eyes closed. If your eyes are closed, go about your normal work day, head to the gym, head to the grocery store, and see how much remember and how much information that your mind takes in. So I did a session today, so I closed my eyes, and then I ran in my mind, and I ran around the block, around the roads, and I came back home. So you can do that. Something I do a lot is I practice fighting. I learned this from an anime, but I practice fighting in my mind's eye. I practice dodging and weaving. You can do this before you sleep. Like, if you didn't have time to shadow box, for example, you could practice that in your sleep. So when you close your eyes, you can go anywhere. And I've learned a lot of spiritual techniques. I have a lot of spiritual powers. So some of the things that I'm able to accomplish with my eyes closed, one who's just getting started with meditation and spiritual practices might not be able to do, but this is when you can see if you're protected. So you are not your body. So I realized when my eyes are closed and my body's at rest, I am not like my body. We get so attached to this physical and to our bodies, and we buy ornaments, we buy clothes, and we buy things to adorn our bodies and things like that, but you're not your body. Because when I'm at rest and I was in that meditative state, and I was thinking, I'm talking to myself. Like, you can put my consciousness, if you will, I know there's been movies exploring this topic, inside of another body, whether it's a man or a woman, and I'm going to be in that body, and let's say someone else put in my existence, or we didn't switch. I could even switch consciousness with someone in that state, but I wouldn't want to do that. I could switch bodies. Like, if you put me in a different body, I would be the exact same person. If you put me into a body that wasn't physically fit, I would, the first thing I would notice, I would be like, this body is not optimal for efficiency and optimal functioning. And I would be diligent in getting, because I would feel slow, I'd feel like I couldn't do certain things, so I would get to a place of optimal performance. That's the first thing I'll do. If this person was previously lazy, now that I'm in that body, it would, like, you are not your body. We are not our bodies. Because you could take your consciousness and put it in someone else. Like, let's say I take my consciousness and put it in another man, and the man wasn't performing optimally, he was smoking, he was doing this, I wouldn't want to do those things anymore, because I'm now in this body. This is not your body. When you die, like, we're operating with this is a vessel, and that's why I recommend, like, treating it as such. Like, your body, you should be absolutely in the best condition health-wise, because this body, the better condition, the better you can be able to operate and navigate. But at the end of the day, we're all going to die. And when you die in that coffin and you're just lying there eternally, you're not there anymore. Your consciousness is not there anymore. So when somebody dies, they don't die. The body dies, and the consciousness, if you will, transcends. The consciousness disappears, or it goes somewhere else. That's what you have to understand. It's just a body, and we get so attached to bodies. Like, I was even thinking about it. Oh yeah, we can become so superficial. We're so attracted to the physical and what we can see of our eyes, like in relationships. Oh, her body is so nice, her breasts and these things. But you have to see through that. What is her spirit like? If you were to take her and put her in another person, what would she be like? Would you still love her? Don't be so fooled by what you can see with these two physical eyes. You need to learn to close your eyes and see with your third eye. Again, I don't want to necessarily point to my third eye because I don't know where the third eye is. But all I know is that when you close your eyes and you can see, whatever it is, like right now I can see a white light between my forehead, pretty much. So when you close your eyes, what can you see? The light is on, granted. But when you close your eyes, what do you see? What are you seeing with? You're not seeing with these two physical eyes, you're seeing with another eye. And that's why we call it a third eye. And I was just thinking of TN. Someone sent me a video of TN. There's a reason that he has an eye here. So here's a practice, a spiritual practice that I recommend you try out. I've done it a few times, but I want to do it again. And that is, especially like if you're so attracted to a girl, are you attracted to her if you close your eyes? Because if you close your eyes and then you can focus on your other senses, especially as men, we're physical creatures, but are you still attracted to her if you close your eyes? To her voice, to what's coming out of her mouth, and to her overall disposition. So the blindfold practice is something I recommend that I learned from a spiritual mentor of mine. Essentially, you just wear a blindfold, and you can start with an hour. I've done 3 hours. Start with an hour, just wear a blindfold, and continue doing what you're doing. And you'll find that when you can't see, when you block off one sense, the other senses get strengthened. And the eyes, I would argue, other than the sixth sense, of course, the strongest sense, because without your eyes, like a lot of people would rather be deaf than rather be blind. Because, yeah, this reminds me, people who are blind have certain spiritual gifts, especially if they've been blind for life or a long period of time. They see in colours, they can feel things better. Obviously, there's no such things like racism and things like that. When I was a very young child, there was a blind man, and you know kids make friends with anybody. There was a blind man that my brother and I were friends with, and he spoke like a wise sage, and I just wish I was more spiritually advanced to speak and connect with him if he was alive when I was older. But I still remember him to this day. We just used to walk with his blind stick, or whatever you call it, and he used to just speak with us. You know, he had no care in the world that I was a black man and he was a white man, and it was just pureness. So kind, so wise, so loving. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that thought to you. Like when you close your eyes, you're not here. You go somewhere else. And the importance of just closing those eyes, like stop with those screens, like calm it down. So now I'm about to get to the world, like, which is annoying. I don't want to. I could do this shit all day, but hey, I gotta do this shit.